bring us in, so I'm going to bring us in on dick holes. That's what's going to happen. Good morning, wherever you are. Good afternoon, if you happen to be in a place where it's that. And welcome to Winds of Chaos, a Warhammer fantasy tale, brought to you by Welcome to the Party and all of these amazing human beings you see around me. My name is Sean, also known as Throck, and I'll be your storyteller, GM, DM thingy for the day. And yeah, that's me. Hi. Good morning. Let's just go around and say hi to everybody, starting with Rain.
Hi, I'm Rain Hayes, and I'll be playing Lorelei Richter.
Which is a...
I'm going to use her official title.
Mm-hmm.
I have to scroll down to it. It's in my notes. She is a facilitator of end-term negotiations with interested political adversaries.
There you go. I like it. Yep. She gets violent, is what we're saying. Lily!
Hi! Hello, I'm Lily. You can find me, I'm Lily Nabil on all the places. I'm excited for our Altdorf adventures. And yeah, my character here is Maldiathan. I'm an elf. I'm a knight. And soon I might be squireless. We'll have to see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Misery. Kayla. Miss Misery.
Yes,
Miss _ Misery _ Sorry.
I know my name. I'm playing Wilhelmina, the bitter investigator. That's it.
Indeed. And Soul.
Hi, I'm Solobonov, and I am going to be playing Roland Eichmann, new and improved. He is a huffer and a pilot with less charisma. He's more like the Chuck of this group than he is Han Solo. So
He's Chuck Solo.
Chuck Solo.
Yeah.
Han Solo's kind of better, older brother,
Yeah.
little brother. Chuck Solo. God damn it, I should name him Chuck Solo. Anyway, yeah. Roland
Sweet.
Eichmann, that's me.
Awesome. So 3 quick announcements before we begin the game today. Remember, today is Sunday, which means we have 3 games in a row. After this, we have Tales from the Kingdom of Fife, a D&D 3.5 edition homebrew campaign, and then Vibrant Visible Victorious, our all-person of color one-shot series at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Also, check out the Patreon, check out our merch page. You can find all the information about that stuff down below. We would love to have you join the party in any way that you like. So yeah, give us a follow if you haven't followed, do whatever you like. And who wants to tell us what happened last week?
We solved the mysterious Cthulhuian or Lovecraftian mystery of the old gods in Bogenhofen and saved the day from the cult of something. We almost got weird mutations, but we didn't. Lily may be in a sex cult.
Lily might be in a sex cult.
And
then
no comment.
But none of us learned that. That was a reveal. And then after that, we took a job from a vampire who said, I need some things from Araby, specifically these ancient texts from their long dead kingdom. We said we could do that. That's not going to be a hard job. And we're really expecting it not to be a hard job. And then we went to the docks district when we finally arrived in the capital of Altdorf looking for transportation, and we did so. Maldiathan became a knight again, and then we were also dropped with this weird chick with a weird accent who kind of seems like she has no emotions all the time. She's cool, I guess.
Who? What?
Lorelei.
Oh!
Wilhelmina and I were kind of doing our own thing, discussing and haggling between captains. And then all of a sudden, as we were walking through the capital, these guards are like, hey, that's Squire Wilhelm, that 13-year-old boy who sounds like he's 52. What? Yeah, he's guilty of something.
That is correct. Oh, no. That was an excellent synopsis. That's like all the major plot points. I love it. Yeah. That was really well done. Take also 50 experience points.
Oh, okay. I'll take 10.
Also, they looted me and threw me in a ditch.
Yes.
Yes. Sweet. Yeah, so we meet our party in Altdorf, where a lot of things are happening. They have 3 weeks of downtime as the boat that they're taking to Araby gets repaired, and they are going to they secured travel. They're going to get Mal all nighted up. They were going to go visit their old friend Gloria, who's in the Bright College, and then as they were heading back down to the dock ward, as Sol noted, 2 guards in yellow and black livery come up and look at Wilhelm and say, "That child's under arrest. He needs to come with us." Yeah.
Can I make a Lord local check to see if I recognize this livery?
It's easy to recognize. It's Nuln. It's one of the major elector states within... Yeah.
Okay, so
Nuln?
it is like
Yes.
a capital law enforcement. Gotcha.
So Nuln is actually a different city. It is to the southeast of Altdorf by a solid 200 miles. And it is its own city-state within... Yeah. The
What?
What did he do?
His mother would like him back.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. Excuse me? I just look down at Wilhelm, and then I look back up at them, and
He looks up at you.
I don't. Wilhelm, cover your ears. He's an orphan.
He's not an orphan.
I want an insight. What's intuition?
Yeah, intuition. Plus 20.
I use my lore law to see if they have the right to just snatch him.
Yes. Plus 20.
I'm trying to roll, but it's not doing it. Hold on.
Can I use my Lorelei to see if they're lying?
What a waste.
don't have
of lore.
Lorelei, are they lying?
Lorelei, are they lying? Okay, what you did there.
Tons, yay!
Yay.
It's doing this thing where I can't roll again.
What?
Yeah, I'm clicking on it and nothing happens.
And you don't have a little thing coming up in the, like a text box or anything?
Nope.
You using the same browser or something?
All right,
I'm sorry?
Intuition. Ooh, okay.
Are
Intuition.
you using the same browser as last time?
Oh, weird.
Intuition.
Why is it not working for me either? What the crap?
Oh, just Roland's sheet just isn't working?
Yeah, but it's a new sheet.
What?
Fuck this, I'm downloading Chrome.
Yeah. Why is it not rolling?
That's so
Wow.
weird.
Oh, mine works.
Yes.
That was not an actual. That was not an actual thing,
no.
by the way.
Yeah, I have no idea why yours isn't rolling. I don't know. Just
Here,
roll it.
I'm gonna use actual dice for a minute.
Okay, D100, you get a plus 20.
Plus 20?
Yeah.
Hold on, I need my sheet up now.
64.
64? Ooh, I beat it by 63.
Okay.
Just
You don't
No success level.
you don't believe there's any ill intent there. Other than this is a guy who seems to be, and we'll get to your critical successor in a minute, Wilhelmina. You don't believe there's any ill intent there. This seems to be a guy executing his duty.
Okay.
Yeah. And for Wilhelmina, depending on who he is, it could be legal, but you need so you run through like 3 different scenarios. If he's an actual criminal, and he's on the run, then of course they could come and pick him up and that would be totally legal. If he's somebody's important son, then yes, they could come and try and grab him and bring him back, and that would technically be legal because he hasn't reached like the age of adulthood yet, and so he's by Altdorf or by Reichland law, he's still technically the property of his parents. But it would be illegal if he did not commit the crime in Nuln and they came here to get him. They would have to work through Altdorf's legal system to get him. Yeah. You have all of the information. Are you asking them?
Yeah.
Okay. His mother is the Elector Count of Nuln.
Wilhelm, is this
Von-
true?
I lean down to Wilhelm like, Wilhelm, are you a prince? Come on.
No.
Can I? Is he lying?
Make an insight check.
I have intuition.
You can make insight. Oh yeah, intuition's fine too.
Make an actual one instead of that 99.
Yeah.
Please.
And it's plus 20.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Wow.
Why is it not rolling for me either? That seems problematic. I'm gonna reload and see what happens. Please hold as I reload because it's not rolling dice for me either now.
On anything?
No.
You have been infected.
I've been infected by whatever's going on with this is no good. Let's see. Let's give it the restart.
Dumped it in the river.
You right? Why the crap?
Do you want to exit out of Roll20 and maybe?
I did. I just reloaded again. I'm trying something in. I'm working a quick thought. That. And the guard will say, "Why are you calling him Wilhelm?"
Because his name is Wilhelm.
What? I'll look at Wilhelm, and can I make an intuition?
You may.
Plus 20?
Yeah.
Okay. What the hell?
What is
not this?
I'm not whoever they're saying I am.
And who are you?
I had an 82.
I'm Wilhelm.
I want to nose for
You have a
trouble.
plus 20. Yeah, you should totally know. Well, I mean, it's not combat, but yeah. Something is fishy. Yeah. Something is fishy here.
How do you know this is...
You've got a medium feat.
Go ahead, Al. Sorry.
How do you know this is the person you're looking for?
He matches the description given to us by his mother.
Well, there's plenty of children in Altdorf. How do you know this is the one?
You're looking
Boys,
for a small, dirty child?
do you have a birthmark on your back in the shape of, well, kind of looks like a hammer?
I'm
going to look.
He'll kind of like
I'll
squirm.
hold the kid if needed.
There is, yes, the birthmark of a hammer. Kind of in his lower back, like over a kidney.
Wilhelm,
Yeah,
knights don't lie.
I'm a squire.
Okay, then take him. Fuck this kid.
Fine.
I'm going. Okay, I can do it now. I would like to intuition Wilhelm.
Yeah. Oh, is it letting you roll now?
Yeah.
Yay! Yes, please
Cool.
make an intuition roll.
Plus 20?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
He
thank
is
God.
hiding something. Yeah. He is definitely not telling you the truth.
Okay.
Wilhelm.
1 second, guard, sir. Wilhelm, for the love of fucking God, you're going to tell us everything right fucking now. I am not going to be charged with kidnapping, but I may be charged with murder. I will strangle it out of you, you little shit. Tell the fucking truth.
Why am I suddenly the nice one?
My name is Helmut von Mackensen. I'm the first son of Gertrude von Mackensen, elector count of Nuln.
What the fuck were you doing in a sewer in a river town?
I ran away for we went outdoor on a trade mission, and I didn't want to be it anymore. I just wanted to live.
You wanted adventure.
Yeah.
Do you understand how much trouble we could be in?
I will vouch for you.
You ended up in a you ended up in what?
I took a boat.
But how?
You know what? It's oddly impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The fact that we found him is alone.
The fact that he survived all on his own.
Yes.
I'm gonna turn to the guards. How long has he been missing?
6
His
months.
lord. 6 months? You survived out.
Wow.
For 6 months?
Yeah.
Shit, kid. Damn, good for you. Oh my god, this turn.
I want to go
Okay.
to Araby. I'm going to Araby with you.
Well,
We're going to be talking to the representatives of your family before we do. I'll turn to the guards. Are the lord and lady themselves here in the capital?
Yes, the elected count is here null now.
Is that, I'm going to turn to Wilhelm. Is that your father?
My mother, yeah.
Your mother? Okay. One moment, guards. What are we going to do? And I'll gather around the team. Gather around team huddle. Team huddle.
The guards are all like,
I don't.
Just putting this out there, I'm pretty sure I can take them.
Well, yes, of course, we can take them.
Don't need another murder charge.
Yeah.
The thing is,
How about if we accuse them of kidnapping?
I don't know if.
Wilhelmina, with your crit on law, you know it's not technically kidnapping, although at this point, if you were to take the kid without the guards okay, it would be kidnapping.
Yeah, if we take the kid with them knowing we're the kidnappers.
Yeah, no. I feel like it's just a common misunderstanding up until this point, right?
Why
Yeah.
don't we take Wilhelm and go where they are and discuss it?
Sure.
Become legal babysitters or something if he wants to stay with us.
Well, I mean,
They're way
Yeah.
above us. There's
This is-
no arguing it.
I absolutely agree. But Wilhelm, you're.
Why did you-
I'm going to look at Mal. This is what nobles do, right? They take not lesser houses, but like they go. Little boys go to knights to become squires, learn knightly things, and they get elevated. That's how that works, right?
No,
Well-
not for us.
Fuck.
No, so in many of the city-states here, yes, that is true. But in none, I would be expected to become an inventor or an expert with rifles and steam engines, and I don't want to do that. I want to be a knight.
Why can't you be a knight with rifles?
That is not
That
what
sounds
knights do.
awesome. That sounds awesome.
Let's go to your.
Let's go talk with them. We can
Let's
at
go
least.
talk with your mother. If anything, Lorelai could kill them all. I say sarcastically.
She nods.
Yeah. All right. So the guards will be like, "Oh, you're okay. You're coming with. Fine. That's fine."
Yeah, no.
I'm
Well,
going to-
we wish to come along to help aid things and explain to them what's happened to him since we found him.
That makes some sense. Okay, come on.
I'm going to lean down to Wilhelm as we're walking. If you run away, I will shoot you in the back.
That's not very
I'm-
nice.
Going to stay
I'm
on
not
one
very
side,
nice.
Wilhelm, keep my hand on his shoulder, and just gonna look at Lorelai, just like he was here before you.
He has seniority.
I'm gonna look. But I have the crossbow.
Great.
Okay. So now that we're threatening violence on each other, I love it. This is the very Warhammer of all of you. Thank you. The guards will be like, fine, come along. And they will take you back up to where you were, actually, in kind of that like really upper class trading district where it's fine cobblestone roads and
We're
and
across
stuff.
the street from my aunt's house.
Yeah, well, it's like 3 doors down. It's the same neighborhood. Yeah, essentially. They both go to the same Safeway. They probably run into each other. Yeah. And it's another fine-looking house that looks to be probably like a noble's rental. When they come in, they rent these kind of larger houses that are pre-installed with finery and things like that.
Sure.
And there's 2 more guards in the like black and yellow non-livery standing up front. And the guards come up and go, we found Wilhelm, see? And they're like, oh, you mean Helmut? Because, of course, his name's Helmut, and I don't know why I just said Wilhelm. They wouldn't know him by that name. Shut up.
We've confused them. Good.
What's happening?
We already have an advantage in the trade negotiation.
Yeah. And you will all be let in, and it's a finely appointed, very dark wood sort of home, with these kind of lush red carpets running throughout it. And you're taken upstairs to a library sitting room with a large round table in the center. And Helmut, aka Wilhelm, is not taken with you, unless you protest.
No. He's going to explain to his mother that we are completely innocent of all of this, and it has just been a common mistaken identity on his part for lying to us this entire time.
Yeah, we are taking him to see his mother now.
Great, we're going with you. We're going with you. No.
Yes.
No.
We're going with you.
Yes, we will.
No.
Why not?
We need a test here, because they clearly do not want you to
Haggle?
intimidate. It feels like this is intimidate to me.
Intimidate? Okay.
Yo,
Or charm, if you're being charming about it.
I can be charming. I'll say it in a more charming way.
Can
Be like, look. Go ahead.
be charming, and myself and Lorelai are just kind of standing behind him out of his eyesight, just
Yes.
not looking nice.
And we will do that as a single roll with a plus 30.
Plus 30? Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
all right. You seem like upstanding good people. I would only ask that you wait outside while you are introduced and give the family a moment to reconvene with each other in an
That's
emotionally
acceptable.
appropriate way. Yes.
Mhm.
Come with me. And they take you up to the third floor, which is essentially a large living quarters area. There's kind of a large foyer that you're in, and then multiple doors that kind of go off of it. And he takes Helmut / Wilhelm, Wilmut, off to
Hell, yes. Mhm.
yes, off to one of the rooms on the left, and you hear a ow.
Good.
Ah!
Good.
That's fair.
And then about 2 minutes later, there's a little bit more quiet. And then coming out is this sort of regal-looking woman in this kind of long black dress with what looks to be an ornamental black and gold breastplate that has the symbol of Nuln, which is a cog and a hammer. And she has like this pulled back black hair that's up in this high bun with like this golden circlet connecting it or holding it up. And this is so to underscore, you all know what elector counts are. They are the people in charge of the different countries in the Reich.
They're like governors.
Yeah,
Kind
this is a head of state. Yep.
Sure. Okay.
And she comes out.
Countess.
I'll bow.
Adventurers. How did you come upon my child?
What city was it again?
He was here. He was.
No. It was like that. It was down the.
Yeah, it was in. I have.
It was a
maps.
small village.
Yeah, it was between here and Bogenhofen. I forget
Yeah.
where.
Yeah, it was.
It was wherever we stopped and fought those Mr. Gunman.
Yeah, the hand guy.
It was
on the ship.
Weisbrook. Yeah, it was Weisbrook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were traveling from here to Bogenhofen. Stopped in Weisbrook for supplies and just a stop. Helmut helped us with some things and asked to come along with us. We were under the impression that he was an orphan, had nothing there, and wanted to help, so we allowed that, and now we're here.
Helmut can be very charming. That's exactly the reaction I was going for. Thank you. I'm not surprised
Everyone is like, okay.
I'm not surprised he found your way into his good graces. He found his way into your good graces. He has been, ever since he was very young, had an adventurous spirit about him. I was worried I had lost him. He is the heir to none. And to have lost him in such a way would have been, and was, a great political concern to me. And of course he is my child, and I love him very dearly, and wish him not to be lost and dead, and so I am very happy to have him back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your son has held himself to a great standard. He helped us in saving the entire town of Bogenhofen.
Really?
He was pivotal in a lot of ways. And then he became the squire to an elven knight, and I'll kind of go over to Maldiathan.
Not officially, but yes.
Yeah, officially.
I'm not a knight yet.
Shut up.
Yes, you are. You spoke to your aunt. She said you were a knight. You just have the investiture after that.
Yeah, no, wait.
The ceremony still.
Oh, okay. So it's all ceremonial, but the legal standards are pretty much done. You're a knight.
I mean, it in a way, pre-night, it almost.
Anyway,
Maldiathan.
was going to take Wilhelm as her squire to teach him in ways, and not just martially, but in other noble duties as well that come along with the knightly duties. He has an adventurer's spirit, and travel is good for broadening the mindset and horizons that often create narrow-mindedness. And the fact that he was able to survive for 6 months on his own before we found him, Wilhelm, I'll say.
Are you trying to tell me that I should let him go with you wherever you go in your adventuring life?
I'm saying it's up to both. How old is Wilhelm?
13.
Well, it's entirely up to you. But he's learned a lot and accomplished a lot.
I'll put something forward, if I may. Helmut, you are supposed to be... You're expected to invent, yes?
I'm expected to follow the legacy of my mother and her father, and those within known, yes.
The legacy is innovation. You travel with us, you can learn all kinds of new things.
You went very Mexican there for a little bit.
I know, I can't help it.
Hey, wey. ¿Qué pasó, vato?
Listen, I'm still sick.
It's all good.
The Elector Count will look at you, Wilhelmina, and you have been quiet during all of this.
Yes.
What do you have to say?
Helmut has been proven useful. He survived everything we've been through. He's an asset too. Well, what's the word?
Half right.
He's proven to be a.
Back in Ulthuan, we call it bait.
I was trying to.
Elvin, I'm just going to turn around.
Compliment to your family. So it'd be nice to keep him, but I'm not going to take a child from his mother or hair from its ruler.
Look, your people are all about innovation.
Hey, I have a quote.
Are all about innovation, but you can't do that from one little corner of the world. Travel, like I said, it's fatal to prejudice, narrow-mindedness, and a lot of people need it very badly in the Empire these days. You need people who can think outside the box, and that's not going to be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the world all of one's lifetime.
It also couldn't hurt the adventuring spirit to know how to defend yourself.
Lady Knight, speak.
I think Helmut should go back with you.
Why?
Because he's not yet grown. When he's older, if then he chooses to go out and become a knight, I'll be
He was already
here.
a squire to the finest artificer in Nong. Boys are grown when they are 10. That is when they begin to learn to fight and kill.
That's so
And
young.
Your lives are far longer than ours. He does not get to choose where he learns to fight and kill. But nonetheless, if youth is your concern, then it is no concern. What has my boy proven to you that you saw fit to make him your squire?
He has a great amount of tenacity and determination. There's potential there.
In what way? What potential do you see? That's
Well, he survived on his own for 6 months until we found him, and then he has helped us save a city, traveled along with us, learned how to write. It did most of some of the work on a riverboat. He's been exposed to many things and taken to it well.
She looks down at Helmut, looks back up at the four of you. I'd have no reason to disbelieve you. I have no reason to believe you are anyone other than who you say you are.
If you just go down the street, you can talk to.
That's his aunt. Three houses down.
Yes.
I
We
believe
can't get
that.
through one conversation.
Oh my god. I believe that Helmut's education requires a broad experience. Known, as Roland here noted, is built on innovation. We are the leading edge of technology within the Empire. But that doesn't mean we're not thoughtful about it. And Helmut lacked foresight when he ran off. He lacked wisdom. It was a brash move, and one that I am very upset over. Here's what I will say. If you see the qualities in him that make him an able squire, I see no reason not to allow him to continue that education formally. I will require some proof, however, that you are Maldiafin, who you say you are.
I can prove it all you'd like, but...
You said your someone lives down the street from here, yes?
My aunt, yes. Lady Saladril Moonsong.
I'm aware that I was aware of her presence in the city. You bring me a letter from her, or a personal visit from her, vouching for Helmut and for you. And I will allow him to continue under your tutelage.
Oh. I believe he should go back with you still.
What are we trying to do here?
You
I'm
made
sorry
him
if that
your
was
squire.
misunderstanding.
That's a very permanent situation, is it not? Is it different for elves in Ulthuan?
No, it's not.
And he accepted
But
the offer under your service?
I made that offer.
She made that offer to Wilhelm, not Helmut.
I made them off under false pretenses.
Now, the Elector Count of Nuln is asking you to take her son on as a squire.
Well, that's certainly an offer.
It is up to you if you choose it, but I believe it could be mutually beneficial. And I know Helmut wants it very much. Helmut looks crushed right now, by the way.
Oh. In Elvish, you are a bad, bad woman.
How long are you in the city?
A few weeks.
Riding off to Araby. Sorry.
No, you're fine. The offer would strengthen relationships between Nuln and your people, and I find that advantageous, as I would imagine would your aunt. I will give you time to think about it. Don't say no right away. Come back in a week. If you still feel the same way, then so be it.
Fine.
And with that, you may leave.
Quick question. If we take him as her squire, do we get to pilot a few tanks? Or is that off the table completely?
You are
Okay,
not...
you know what? Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No.
No, okay.
No.
I've seen him at the parades, and they're cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're amazing. And
Yeah.
they take years
Lorelai
of
looks
training
very disappointed.
to use properly, and they tend to explode. So I don't know that you really want to be in one.
I know, it's awesome. Yeah, that too. Okay.
Okay, so at this point, I'm closing this audience. Thank you so much for your time.
Rowing away.
I was just going to bow and walk out.
Goodbye, Countess. Helmut, we shall see you soon then.
He just gives you stone face.
I'm going to look at Helmet like, I backed you.
I know.
As soon as we step out. Wow, you're a bitch, Mal.
Excuse me?
You're a bitch.
Listen, Roland, and I put my... Or no, your collarbone's fixed, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Just putting this out there. If you give me another year or two, I can probably take him as a squire.
Really?
Probably.
Your class.
I was a squire not too long ago.
No, what I'm asking out of character. What career did you take?
I started out at night, and I
There we
transferred into witch hunter, or not witch hunter, vampire hunter.
go. Gotcha. Hmm.
Vampire Hunter L.
Well, you know,
Cool.
see, there we go.
Fancy.
That's the reason I chose Richter as the last name. It means judge.
Ah.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Well, anyway.
I have my reasons, but
What are they? I'm genuinely curious. Let's find a tavern and we can all talk about this. How about that?
Weren't we going
Yeah,
back
there's
to
a-
our lodging?
Hmm?
Weren't we going back to our lodgings?
You can do
right, we
that.
had to get the things.
Oh, we did.
But we can probably just have them sent for.
Lorelai has all her stuff on her
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
We'll just have them sent for.
Well, let's just find a tavern near here, and then we could have them sent for us because we're in a fancy district, and I have to imagine there's messengers all around.
Oh yeah, easy enough. You're also just a few doors down from Mal's aunt, and so you could be like, "Hey, Mal's servant, go get our shit." It's at the Petticoat and Dove down in the Dog District, right?
There we go. Let's go do that.
Yeah.
Done. You find your way to the Broken Drum Inn. You're welcome, cranky old English dude. Which is just a fine middle class inn, kind of on the border between like the upper class and like the burger and merchant district where your aunt was, and kind of the more workaday district, and it's middle of the day, and so it's bustling. People are getting lunch. It's it's a fine normal inn.
Okay.
If my D&D experience means anything, I should immediately be suspicious.
I will get a nice. Ooh, do they have Elvish wine?
No, they do not have Elvish wine.
I'll get that when we go back home. Then
Ale.
Fine.
Ale,
A regular wine then.
regular wine,
Water.
water.
Do you have a Sylvanian 52?
No
What the?
water. And they bring out a nice fresh loaf of bread and butter with it as well.
I imagine Shaun of the Dead whenever Mal enters it. What kind of wine does he have? Well, we have red and white. Anyway, sit down. Wilhelmina, let's
What?
get. We always end up talk. Here's how this typically works for us, and I've noticed this. This is all in character. We all discuss if Sister Crow is here. Kind of oddly, I feel like Lorelai has that same vibe. So all of us talk about the pros and cons, and then you come in and we listen, and we're like, you know what, that's sensible, and we go about and do it anyway. So I just want to ask you real quick, Mal, I know it's your squire, don't care. What is your opinion on this?
Good to know.
It's like the Kermit the Frog drinking tea.
I love you guys so much.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Welcome to Grimdark, ladies and gentlemen.
What did you say? Sorry.
We always listen to your opinion after we debated it for about an hour beforehand, and we always follow what you think we should do. So what do you think we should do with this Wilhelm / Helmut? What a stupid name, by the way. Helmut. Helmut. We're calling him Wilhelm if he joins us. I'm making that executive decision. But what do you think we should do with the Wilhelm situation?
What if you had the drink already?
None.
This doesn't count. It's ale. It's not even real beer.
Yeah,
Give me your
mostly water.
This is the Budweiser of the Reichland.
Likewise,
Like, sir.
Okay. The kid's proven useful. He's been a good watcher. Look at. But he's a noble. Far and above even Mal, far as I'm concerned. It could be problematic if we take him with us and he gets killed. The advantages of it are, it could be very useful for us to have a kid of that standing, along with Mal's own pedigree. But I've gotten attached to the little shit. I don't want to see him hurt. But if he's going to run away again, it's probably better that he's with us than out on his own again, because this time he'll probably get eaten by something.
I mean, there's a chance he will also stab Mal.
Wait, what?
He did not look very happy.
You can try.
You might be sleeping.
Okay. Mal, what do you think? He would be your squire. He kind of already is, isn't he?
Are you mad he lied? Is that why you won't take him back?
Yes. Clearly, he doesn't trust me.
I don't think he trusted anybody until this moment. Think about it. You run away from something like that, a standing. You kind of have to create another identity. You just can't say who you are.
I think we all kind of know from, well, myself and Roland know, but once you get yourself so deep in a lie, sometimes the thought of hurting someone to get yourself out of it isn't worth it. You'll stay in the lie to keep that person your friend.
That is not a property of a knight.
Are we talking about Gloria, or are we talking about...
Yes.
Oh.
I was trying to randomly directly saying Gloria because I don't know she knows.
I'm sure he'll make a fine whatever he decides to do, but...
Can you just go back on being not a squire?
Yeah?
After you've made the pledge? Is that something that's allowed?
There was no pledge made.
Oh, it was a promise. Okay, gotcha.
Isn't it dishonorable for you to go back on your word?
And we're not trying to push this on you. We're just genuinely asking questions, Mal.
There was nothing official about it.
Your word isn't official? Your promise? It means nothing?
I promised a boy named Wilhelm. Wilhelm is not real.
Wilhelm is real.
We were always kind of... We never had really any time to talk about it either. You know what I mean? We had demons of chaos to take care of. A vampire. And then witch hunters. There was a lot going on. Yeah. I think this is the first time we ever really sat and talked about anything.
I pointed at Roland and said, his name could be Todd for all we know.
No, it's Roland. You met my father. What are you talking about?
We met a man.
How can we paid actors?
To be fair, my name's only been Lorelei for 2 years.
See?
Lorelei's not a squire. No, Lorelei's not my squire.
No, I was Toygan's squire.
Right. And Toygan knows everything about you.
No, he doesn't.
That's very rude.
Toygan found me 2 years ago. He does not know what happened before that.
Does he know that he doesn't know?
Yes.
There you go.
And now so do you.
You never asked Wilhelm every part of his past. It's possible he may have told you. It's probable that he wouldn't, but you also never asked. Other than take him at his word and say he was an orphan.
Right, I trusted that what he had told me was true.
Until I met your aunt, I never thought you were a knight.
Well...
Like there's another wine sip coming.
Clang!
I guess that means I'm not the liar.
Are you blaming yourself that you didn't catch on to this earlier?
There's no blame being tossed around. If Helmut had told me the truth, I would have backed him up.
Did you like Wilhelm?
He was fine.
Can I see how much she's covering in that opinion?
Yeah, absolutely. You can make it intuition.
Plus 20? Solid.
Circumstantially, you've known each other for a good 3 months. Yeah, I'd give you a plus 20. I'd make it normal.
Sure.
Even if you didn't have the plus 20, you would have made it. Nicely done.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's it. I don't know if there's. Fine. She's not like lying. Fine is the word she chose to condense a bunch of other things down. Like there's more to it, but she's not like lying about it. I guess is what I'll say to that.
Okay.
Well, up to you. It's your decision. It's your squire. You're going to be... Go ahead.
Sorry. No, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're going to be making the decision. And although it hurts, forgiving somebody for that and really meaning it could be more freeing than just cutting it off entirely.
Besides, if he lies again, I'll shoot him and he'll strangle him.
No, that's not what we were...
Again.
It's not at all what I was saying.
Do you try to solve everything with killing?
We'd also have to
Taking
bring
a long time on that answer.
I'm trying to find other solutions. It's not working out so well.
You may not have a choice in this, Mo, after this, because an elector count has offered her son and heir to you as a squire. This needs to be discussed with your aunt. You may not have a choice.
Yeah, this may be a political thing now.
She distinctly told me that as a knight, I get to choose who my squire is.
Yeah, but
It doesn't always work that way.
this may be a political thing. I would talk to your aunt. That was actually a really smart idea.
I'll mention it to her.
I would like to be present when you do.
Okay.
I would like there to be bacon there when you do.
I'll see what I can do.
Mal, I'm sorry this happened to you.
Yeah, me too.
I liked Wilhelm. Little shit that he is. I liked him.
Yep.
All right. Well, did we ever send a messenger to get our shit?
Yes.
I want to
Yes.
go get my own
Yeah,
stuff.
assumed. Yeah.
Okay. Where the fuck's that
I-
messenger?
Would have liked to made it clear that I'm going to go get my own stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't want anything to go. So I'll separate from everybody. Go get mine whenever you're ready.
Yeah. It's up to you guys what happens next. You, at some point during this, we will condense the time down. It sounds like there are 3 things that need to happen. There will be you getting your shit. There will be a conversation maybe with Lady Moonsong about Helmut, and then there will be Mal's like knighthood ceremony. But you also each will have 3 downtime actions you can take while you're here as well.
Okay. I would actually like to go back to the captain of our ship that we chartered for Araby.
Yeah.
I would to reduce the price for our group. I would like to offer my services as a craftsman shipwright.
For sure. So this was Captain Estelia of the Doria Marie is the name of the ship. And he'll ask what your experience. What is your experience, my friend?
I'll just say, I'm naturally adept to the waters. I've worked on my own ships before that. I imagine a sailing ship upon the ocean is theoretically the same thing, just can expand upon the numbers and fit it for the ship itself, but I'm actually quite good. And I'll talk shop with him about, carpentry for ships and stuff like that.
For sure. Yeah.
I'll try to reduce that price.
You will be able to travel for free if you choose to work on the ship.
Okay, then sounds good to me.
Perfect.
But I would like to reduce the price for my fellow
Make a
companions.
haggle check.
Yeah. Deal
Plus
maker?
20.
Plus 20.
Yeah. Oh, what is deal maker? I mean, never mind. Yes. You seem like a goodly folk. We'll do 15 per. As fighters, I would imagine that you will be a deft hand should we get raided or anything like that. So extra.
You don't know the half of it. 15 per. Gotcha.
Perfect.
Yeah, Dealmaker reduces the price of stuff by 10%, whether it decreases or increases whether you're selling or buying.
Cool. Good. Yeah. So there's 2 pieces of RP business, but I would also like you all to open your books. Page 195 in the PDF, 195 in the regular as well.
Endeavors.
Endeavors, indeed. So you have about 3 weeks of downtime, and we haven't got to do this before, so I think it would be fun.
Sure.
There's a number of things you can choose to do. You each have 3 downtime actions you can take. Important safety tip, all your unbanked money goes away. It is assumed that over this time you will have spent it on shit. Unless you
all
invest
of it?
Yeah. Yep. That's the this first time we're gonna do that and see how it works out. I don't necessarily love the rule, but I'd like to try it once to see what it means. But after this, if we're all like, it feels weird to have all my money go away, because it does feel kind of weird, then we won't do it in the future. But this first time, we're going to do it by the downtime rules and see how we like it.
Sure.
I
and
need
then
to open a bank account.
Yeah. So as long as you are silver status or higher, you can invest your money. And that means you would put your money. You can stash your money. No, it is invest. Yeah, you must be of gold or silver social tier to save with a banking house. Your money will be reasonably safe, and it should accrue interest when undertaking a banking endeavor. So one of your endeavors would have to be banking, to deposit money in a bank. Then we determine the interest rate. This is the rate of interest you will accrue. Also, how risky your investment is. Withdrawing funds requires another banking investment. This may take place immediately after the initial endeavor, or after subsequent adventures have occurred. You roll a D100. If you roll equal to or less than your rate of interest, the venture has gone bankrupt, and you have lost all of your money. So if you roll a 10 on the D10, you would go bankrupt. Or on a D100, there's a 10% chance, if you roll a 10, of going bankrupt. But otherwise, your money's relatively safe. So, if you want to stash away your cash, you can do that.
I would like to stash some cash, yeah.
Okay.
Or invest.
I'm going to invest.
Okay, so is everybody taking that endeavor? Because you're all silver something, right? You're all at least silver something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm silver 5.
Okay. So what you'll each do is, if you're banking, you're going to roll a d10.
Roll a d10?
Yeah, roll a d10. Okay. And make a note of it on your in the notes on your character sheet.
I'll put it in the history.
You have this is your interest on your banking. Lorelai and Mal, are you going to do as well?
I already did.
Oh, that's Rain. That wasn't Wilhelmina. Sorry.
I think.
Oh, buggering hell! I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you're
cool. I am. I think I'm gonna. Does this put all of my money in there?
Or you can keep some of it, but by the time we begin your next adventure, when you leave on the Doria Marie, is what that is. Is it will assume you will have whatever you have in your pocket will be gone.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna do some other money stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to do.
And the banking doesn't have to be your first one either.
Okay. Yeah, I might do that as my last one, just because I was gonna check through all these other ones and see other. Well, then also probably buy like supplies and stuff and that stuff too. So yeah.
Cool. So other things you can do. Oh, go ahead.
So I was looking through it, and as an elf, there's one that, like, at least according by the book, there's one that I have to do being an elf, basically like checking in with elves and doing elf things.
Yeah, we're going to consider that you're being knighted, right? You're checking in with elves and being elfy will be this ceremony and this interaction you had. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll say you'll have 2 downtime actions.
Yeah. Exactly.
Then,
yeah. Basically, yeah. if as long it said like if you take downtime that would give you 3 actions, one of them has to be this elf thing. So yeah, I have 2.
Yeah. Oh, and you each have an additional 150 XP for making it to Altdorf. So if you want to do like training or something like that, you can do that here too.
Oh yeah.
So
on top of the XP
that you had left over, indeed.
Okay.
Yeah. Because your short-term goal was make it to Altdorf, which you did. So 150 XP. So here's what you can do. The basic ones are animal training, if you want to make your animal better, if you're bringing your horses with you. Banking, which we talked about. Changing career. You can have someone make something for you, which is called commissioning. You can consult an expert on information. You can craft something yourself. You can try and make more money. You can try and make something new with invent. You can train yourself up in a skill, or you can go and try and pick up a skill that is kind of outside the norm, right? Like more arcane lore and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then there are ones specifically for your classes, like combat training. If you wanted to go foment descent, I don't think any of you are burghers or peasants. You could get gossip or increase your reputation.
Is it Wilhelmina a peasant?
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Is investigator a peasant?
No, it's a burger.
Oh, yeah. So you could technically foment descent if you want to. You could rabble rouse if you so choose.
Rabble rouse.
But those are the primary things you can do. Does anyone have ideas for what they want to make happen?
If you're a rogue, you can study a mark.
Indeed.
It's interesting they would
like
have
to
you
get
focus on someone
the,
named Mark.
I would like to get the latest news from sailors and stuff around Araby and stuff like that. Maybe something that may pertain to the future.
For sure. So you will make a challenging gossip test.
How many endeavors do we have available to us?
3. You got 1 per week, essentially. So,
Okay.
Roland, you're going to spend a week kind of just talking with other sailors and spending a lot of time down on the docks and kind of getting to know the river and sailor folk of Altdorf. And as you start learning about information, you learn 2 important pieces of information. Important piece of information 1 is that Dark Elf Reavers have been more active on this side of Ulthuan recently. And so if you think about it right, you've got like Europe and then a giant island in the center of the Atlantic Ocean called Ulthuan.
Where Mal's from, yeah.
Yeah, and then on the other side of that is where like Dark Elves come from, right? And so they normally stay on the other side of the big island of Ulthuan. But for some reason they've started ranging over here. And it doesn't seem like the High Elf sailors and the High Elf ships have been able to stop them from coming and like being motherfucking pirates on this side. The other thing you find out is that Kofor is currently under siege from the sea by one of the other princedoms, which is essentially the pirate princedom in Araby, and they've hired an orc army to come down from the hills to siege it by land, while they, as being expert sailors, have sieged it by sea. Kofor is where you're heading, by the way.
Yeah. So orcs are coming in from they hired an orc army to assault on land while the pirates are bombarding on sea.
Yeah, well, the pirates are having a sea blockade on Kofor.
Okay.
Indeed.
And the Dark Elf Reavers have become more active on the eastern side of Ulthuan
Yes.
along our sea route.
Yeah.
All right. I'll ask Mal about that later.
Cool.
All right. Who else has got me a downtime action?
I'll do the combat training class endeavor.
Okay. So you spend some money, and you... Oh, I'm sorry. You spend some XP, right? And then...
Well, for the combat training, it's legitimately just
Practice, basically.
practice.
it gives you a free whatever. Yeah, sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah, so go ahead and make your challenging either melee or range skill test.
Let me real quick see which one is higher. One melee. 43. Okay. Please work. Oh,
Nice.
thank God.
Yeah. So at some point, you will be able to reverse one failed test. Or, it's if you succeed, you may reverse a test with the associated skill. So, yeah. So at some point, you'll get a free reverse, right? So if you roll a 91, you could turn it into a 19. So note that on your character sheet. Yeah. Mel and Wilhelmina?
Let's see. Let me go back to those. Could I do the what's it called? Would it just be training or unusual learning if I wanted to learn more, if I wanted to train my bow skill?
That would be training. That's not unusual for you. That would be straight training. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So in addition to the normal XP cost, you must also pay money to the tutor. Basic skills and all. Costs double that amount. And then would this be the whole I forget how the XP was. If it's like outside of your class, it's a certain amount of XP.
Yeah, it's 12 instead of 10. Yeah. For your first 5 ranks, it's something that's 12 per rank instead of 10 per rank.
Okay. So it's an extra 2?
Yeah, I think so. Isn't that right?
Let's see. Non-career advances.
Yeah.
Oh, it's double.
Oh, it's double. So it's 20 per rank.
Wow. Okay.
I like my version better. But here's the thing. I'm going to make a house roll that for melee skills, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Right? For like shit you do with your hands that you just go and practice. Sure, it's not in your career, but you're also a fucking knight, right? Like a martial skill should make sense to you. So I'm gonna say it's not double. I'm gonna say it's 15. I'm gonna say it's half again, right? Because it's career. If it was non-career related in some way, like it's a non-combat skill or like not a charm or something like that, then maybe I'd be like, yeah, it's 20. Like if you were gonna go learn like lore fishing, that would be 20 XP, right? Like, but for something associated, we're gonna call it 15 XP.
Okay, got it.
Per rank. From 1 to 5. And then 30 XP for 6 to 10.
Okay.
Because it's 10, is it 10-20 or 10-25?
10 to 20, I think. 10 to 15.
Oh, 15. So yeah, we would call that 20.
Okay. Yeah, so it's just the half. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go back to the Endeavor to see how much I have to spend. Boop, 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 boo. Between endeavors. Boop, 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 boo.
Spend money. Get XP. Spend money. Get stuff.
Double that amount. So it's XP plus 1d10 brass pennies, where XP is the number of XP it costs to buy the advance.
Yes.
So is that per advance I take?
That is per advance you take.
Okay, I'm gonna figure out the math on that.
What are you looking to do? I think I've got the math.
Well, I was just gonna take take 5 to bow.
Okay, so
take
that
five,
would
5
be
advances.
So you're gonna do 5 advances at 15 XP apiece, 5 times 5. So that'd be 75 XP plus 75 plus 7d10 brass pennies.
7d10 plus 75. 114 brass pennies.
Yeah, so that's going to be some amount of silver, actually. Let's see. 1 gold equals 20 equals 240. No, it's just going to be it's not going to be that at all. It'll be 114 brass pennies. Yeah.
I'll give him a gold just to make. In reality, it's making the math easier.
Yes, fair. I like it. Yeah. You have essentially doubly paid him. You've paid him twice.
Give him a good tip.
Yeah. But yeah, that'll give you 5 ranks in bow for sure.
Minus 75.
And that is
85.
one of your 2. And then we did a Roland. How about a Wilhelmina and a Lorelei? Oh no, we did a Lorelei. How about a Wilhelmina?
24.95.
I don't know. I think she'll probably try to learn something.
I like learning.
Question.
Yes.
Does it count as an endeavor to use accrued XP to bring up a talent?
No.
Okay.
If you're just spending XP, you're just spending XP.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm going to actually use some of my XP right now because that's a talent that needs to be up.
Okay.
So it was 200.
I am going to... Oh, I forgot.
I will bring up.
I am going to learn.
Learn.
Lying. Just one here for lying.
What are you going to learn?
Just 1 second.
Okay. Well, Wilhelmina's looking their thing up. Does anybody else have their next endeavor?
I can do my. Or actually, I'm gonna look through the items and like buy some stuff, and then I'll do my banking thing after that.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna learn hardy.
All right, so you're going to learn another talent.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Basically, you go find a place and start fighting.
Yeah.
Like you do.
Okay, so that doesn't require a roll, I don't think.
No.
But it does. Where is it? Commission. I don't think that's an endeavor. I think you can just. Is hardy in your
Talent tree in your
Talent?
career talents.
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's outside of that.
Then you just pay the extra. It's 200 for the talent instead of 100, right?
Oh, never mind then.
Can I possibly? This may be a lore Araby new skill,
Sure.
but I would like to be a little prepared for when I go there. Can I learn a talent in lore Araby?
You could consult an expert.
That I would like to do then. Yes, I would like to
Okay.
consult an expert.
All right, let's consult an expert.
What do I do? Where is that? That is
Page 197.
190. Okay. Haha, there we go.
All right, you are in the easiest place to find lore on most things. So instead of a challenging gossiping test, I'm going to make this a plus 20 gossip test. Because you're an Altdorf.
I need to convince them to talk with me first.
Yes.
This may require a simple charm test, or are they just like a person who's like,
the-
oh,
the
of course, I
first-
love Araby.
The first is to locate your expert, and then you make your charm test.
Okay, so where do I? So
You just make a plus 20 gossip test. Because you're going to be asking around, does anybody know a lot about Araby? Where could I find information on Araby? I'd love to talk to someone about that. Yeah. So and then you make a simple charm test, which is plus 20. Oh, or a modest. Oh. No, I'm not even going to make you make the second test. Because
Okay.
I think if you keep asking people for tests, you're literally just asking them to fail the roll. So I think the 1 is fine.
okay.
So you find someone. What is specifically the information you're looking for?
The local customs, your greetings, a little bit of the language, the kind of political landscape, maybe some of the ancient lore that we may be looking for. What is this thing that we're supposedly interested in?
Yeah, so you'll get a little bit of all of that. You'll definitely along the customs line. You'll get some of the local greetings. What you'll know is that the three city-states all are kind of at each other's throat pretty regularly. That there used to be kind of a caliphate that ran them out of the Holy City, which is the fourth city in. There are essentially four cities in Araby, three of which are independent city-states, and one is kind of the Holy City of Araby. There used to be a leader out of the Holy City, but they died about 100 years ago. And ever since, each of the merchant princes, or each of the princes in charge of the three cities, are trying to exist in this balance of power, right? Each one, normally it doesn't come to violence, although apparently it has, for some reason. That these three princes, they tend to compete against each other, but also tend to all... Were there some sort of external threat, they'd all be like together and fighting it. Normally, think of it as like Greek city-states back in the day, where they were their own.
Sparta,
yeah, Athens, Sparta, that sort of thing. Yeah, absolutely. And the other important things, you find out that the land of the dead used to be the kingdom of Kemri, far back in the day. Kemri, it was as an empire, used to stretch as far as the southern parts of the empire, and as far east as the known lands go, and certainly covered all of Araby. It was a land of kings. These kings served a great pharaoh called the King of Kings. And over time, there was some great calamity that happened that caused, in a single generation, the downfall of the entire civilization. The person you talk to isn't 100% sure what that was. There are rumors that there was some great ritual that went wrong, that there was a chaos invasion, that they were overrun by like orcs. There's a bunch of different theories on why they fell. But there are rumors that some of these kings and some of their servants were preserved in such a way that they may rise again. In some way.
Okay. Mummies, gotcha. And so the
Yes.
kingdom of, how do you spell that? Kemri?
Kemri, Khemri. But that is the basic information that you're able to acquire. But you do get a lot on like they've taken actually on this weird hybrid of like elven and like border princes, which is like if you think Italy, Spain is like the culture of the border princes, right? Italy and Spain, along with their own culture as well, which you should think of as like classic pre-Islamic Arab, right? So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So can I consider this a lore Araby +1?
Oops.
You would still have to spend the XP.
I'm willing to spend the XP.
Yeah.
I'm
If
willing
you
to
spend the XP, I'll give you like, one rank in lower Araby.
Okay.
Yes.
Or Araby. So that would be 10 or 15 at that point. For the
That would
one
be
XP.
15. Yeah.
15? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, even 100.
I have a question about buying stuff.
Yeah.
So since we're in Altdorf, what's the availability that we could buy up to? Scarce?
Yeah.
Or okay. And then what does it mean when a price is something /hyphen?
Oh, that would be its cost / pennies. So it'd be silver / however many pennies it was. So whatever's before the slash is this silver.
Oh. Okay.
So it would be like $1.56, 1.56 here. For them, it'd be like 2.20.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
2/20. Yeah.
Okie dokie dokie.
I've got a Lorelei and a Wilhelmina.
I don't know what I'll do for my last endeavor.
Bank?
I already banked.
Oh, did you? You did do the banking? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you had actually done it yet. So if you have done it, then note how much you deposited along with that D10 roll. Because when we come back to it, it may have accrued more money. And take it off your character sheet. Because it's now with the banking house. And take it off the money part of your character sheet.
So I can take, as long as in my career path, I can take the skill, right? Without it being outside, without the XP. I think of the word. In this case, I'm going to get train in Sixth Sense.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Sorry.
Bad things.
And I'm banking money as well.
Okay. And you rolled your D10 already, so note the D10 and how much money you put away, and then take it off the top of your character sheet. If I'm tracking correctly, Roland, you banked as well for your third?
I did.
Okay. Same. So that's everything, right? That's everybody's downtime actions. We got some training done. We got some. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna bank once I buy the things I'm gonna buy. So
Okay.
I'll roll the D10 now, and then I'll just put. I'll put down how much I'm doing when I. So D10. 4.
Yeah, so it'll be 4% interest.
Got it.
Trying to figure out my new encumbrance.
Okay, and I got 6 on my banking from previous.
Yeah.
Do we get that money now, or are we going to get it at a later date?
So you could have used another endeavor to pull it back out and seen how much money you made. But it's here whenever you return to Altdorf, and the longer you leave it, the more money you'll make. Like in a real bank, yeah.
Then I'll drop 100 gold into that.
Okay, because remember, you'll lose everything that you don't drop into it.
Right.
Okay, then I'll just drop in. I'll
Yeah.
drop. Okay, but do I keep my brass pennies, or is that a no?
By the book, we're just doing it by the book this first time. I feel like you should be able to keep your brass pennies, but for this first one, we're going to do it by the book and
Okay,
say
so
like everything goes in. Yeah,
217. Risk it all. This can't go wrong. There's no bubble.
No, this isn't medieval banking at its best.
Okay, Throck, I have a question. I brought up sturdy to level 2.
Okay.
And it says you add the encumbrance. You add encumbrance points equals to 2 times the sturdy level. So am I adding 4 or am I adding 2?
You're adding 4.
Okay, 4 on top of what I already have.
Yes.
Okay.
You're increasing your bonus to 4. If you were already at sturdy 1, you should have had an encumbrance bonus of 2. That you would now be increasing that encumbrance bonus to 4. If you look under max encumbrance on your character sheet, and then like right next to it, there is a mod.
Yeah, mod.
Yeah. You just set that to 4. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Sweet.
So
Yay
my
for
max
bookkeeping.
6.
Are pens a thing, or would you buy like a charcoal stick to write stuff?
Charcoal stick.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're quills and like, they're like dip pens.
Okay. Where are those at?
They're a silver apiece.
Got it. Does that come with oil or not oil? Ink.
We'll call ink 20 brass pennies for 1 jar.
Okay. I'll buy 5 quill pens.
No joke. This is some of my favorite stuff in RPGs. I know it's boring to watch, but I love this.
For that.
Yeah. You're charting the course of your future. I love this stuff too because it's like I'm gonna manage my character for a little bit, like it's a sim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Anything that I'm finding that costs gold, silver and pennies, or is like a weird combination of stuff, I'm just putting down 1 gold and I'm just spending that on it.
Damn.
Okay.
If I tried to learn it, I could probably learn how to do all the conversions, but in this moment of me just wanting to quickly buy a bunch of stuff, it's much easier to just throw a gold at it. It's fine.
Here, king.
Take my money, peasant.
Yeah, Wilhelmina's buying 2 new books as well.
Oh, nice. What are you buying?
I don't know. Did I already buy a book on Araby?
No.
I thought I had last time when we were talking about before we went and killed everything.
You bought an atlas, right?
Okay.
We did buy an atlas. Yeah, I have that. Map of the known world, which is an atlas, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have a map of Araby?
Mhm.
Well, it's
Okay.
not specifically. It's like looking at a world map, right?
Yeah, it has it has the New World, has Ulthuan.
Yeah.
Could I buy could I specifically buy a map of Araby? Is that a thing or
Make a gossip test.
gossip?
It's a very
Is it-
specific thing you're looking for.
Sure.
Is it possible for Mal to have gone with me and introduced me to somebody for my test? Maybe
For what thing?
I did some research around Airbnb. I was just
Oh.
asking.
Yeah, maybe between the two of you, you're working together to like research more about
Yeah.
Araby.
Sure.
So why don't we give you a plus 20 on that roll for gossip as well?
Okay. 20. Boop. Wow.
Sadly, no. You are unable to find a good map of Araby.
Or
You find it
I technically have
you-
a fortune.
You do have a fortune.
Well, since we're not doing combat this session, you might as well spend
She
it now.
thinks. Yeah.
Don't give him ideas.
See, that's what I get.
That right there is what you get.
Yep.
For using your elven fortune. Yeah, no,
Yep.
sadly, you are
Okay.
unable to find, despite your impressive elvishness, are unable to find a
Come on, I'm an elf. Someone sell me a map, damn it.
all right, any other downtime stuff?
Fiction books.
Fiction books. You
Okay.
anything specific you're looking for fiction wise? Because I like making up book names.
Let's see. Probably like a general adventure. And then I think if she saw it in a window, like a bodice ripper, she'd probably buy it. Just for the
Oh,
sake
nice.
of like the novelty
Yes.
of reading. It's still new to her, so.
Okay, so for the bodice ripper, there is Tales of the Scarlet Sailor.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. And then what's the other one that you wanted?
General adventure sort of
General
thing.
Adventure. Yes, there are the adventures of Heinrich and Rudolph, which is a human and a halfling who go around doing adventure-y things. And it's actually a series of books. The one you have is Heinrich and Rudolph in the high hills of Craghammer, where they go off and adventure with the dwarves for a while.
Okay.
Cool. Do I at least know what the weather's like in Araby? Like, is it
Hot.
okay,
Dry.
hot. Okay.
Deserty. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to buy desert clothes.
Okay.
Breathable chainmail.
Yeah.
When we were back in Bogenhofen, we did buy some like supplies for the trip before we decided that we weren't gonna go right away.
Yeah.
So I think I bought some appropriate clothes back then. Just saying, so I have them. If I remember correctly, because yeah, I have to go back and watch that episode.
There was the trade tools and kits. There it is. Okay. 3 antitoxin kits. 9 gold.
Oh, the Warhammer Fantasy World doesn't have a name. It's just the world.
The
Yeah, it is the
world.
world. Yeah.
Yeah.
The world.
Welcome to the world.
Mhm.
We're not going to Bretonia.
Screw the Bretonians.
Lady of the Lake is my patron. I don't know why I assume that's French.
Okay, so I
Right.
brought up my encumbrance enough that I can wear that leather jack now.
All right. Slap on a leather jack. Whoosh.
If I raise it one more time, I can wear the chassis.
I spent all the remaining of my XP for my melee basic. It's at
Just knocking
14
it all the way.
now.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. So that is you were spending 30 a pop on that, is that right? When you got
20.
to like
I spent 80, so 2, 4, 6, 8 for advances.
oh yeah, so it'd be 2, 4, 6, 8 for 40. That would be 40. Yeah, 20. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so
80 in total, right?
Yeah,
Three,
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
my
I'm
final offer.
bad at the maths. Yeah. Sweet. All right. Let's see.
Okay, and then
Oh,
looks like yeah. So I'm
5
depositing.
silver apiece. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say I'm just to note it. All of my all the stuff that I'm buying is I'm gonna be depositing 300 gold.
Okay, go ahead and make a note of it on your character sheet and remove it from your Goldie bits. Sweet.
300.
Are we assuming that the money we have left outside of what we have in banked will also pay for our trip?
Yes, it would be 15 gold a person.
Okay.
I paid that last time to make sure. Oh, good question actually. So is our ship capable of taking my horse?
Yes, if you so choose.
How much would that be to also take horse?
5 gold.
5 gold? Okay.
Yeah, I should probably. Yeah, I should.
Told me that.
I should remove another 5 gold from mine then, because I'm taking Geist.
Of course you are.
23rd, 37. Okay. Cool. Zoop doop doop.
Happy boop.
Okay, I got a bunch of stuff. Okay, yeah, I think I'm good.
All right.
So I did my learning, so I'm better at bow. I deposited 300 gold, so that won't vanish into the ether. Bought a bunch of shit. Now that I'm done, I'll just tell everyone what I have, just so that we're aware.
What do you buy?
I bought. I'm gonna try to record this and bring it back to my aunt once I'm done. So I bought a blank book of paper, and then quill pens and ink vials and stuff. A large tent that can fit all of us.
Nice.
A grappling hook. A storm lantern.
I have that. You didn't need to get that.
Well,
Now
now
you
I
have
have
to.
one too.
I had to.
Well, now we have 3. Desert clothes. So I can be fashionable and functional.
Okay.
Thank you so many games for the 500 bits. We love you.
Ooh, very nice.
Welcome to the Warhammer Sim game.
Woo! I bought 3 antitoxin kits,
Nice.
2 vitality draughts, 3 healing poultices, 3 healing draughts, and 3 bandages.
Nice.
Because I figured we'll need a bunch. Just to have it,
Yeah.
we'll need a bunch of crap.
Because
like
it's
that.
us.
Yeah, and you're
Oh.
going to get fucking hurt.
Yeah, thank you for buying that. Roland will say that. Fuck, I forgot. Thank you.
Yeah, I just got a bunch of medicine-y things. Large tent.
All right. So having finished our downtime activities, we're going to take a quick break and be back. We have a couple of scenes of role play, I believe.
Yes, we do.
That need to come at our faces. Thank you everyone who's been hanging out with us today. Thank you, So Maddie, the amazing proprietor of So Nerdware, one of our sponsors, where you can find amazing merch for us. And if you use the code WELCOME, you'll get 10% off that amazing merch for us at So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. And we will be right back after this. Thank you to our Patreons, patron supporters. We'll be back. Great. All right, we'll come back. Okay, when last we left our intrepid adventurers, they were doing downtime shiz. I know of at least 2 scenes, possibly more, that need to be played out before we leave on the Daria Marie deep into the waters to head to Araby. So my first question is, Mal, were you actually going to talk to your aunt about...
I'll tell her, yeah.
Okay. I feel like we should roleplay that scene out.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Do we want to have it like dinner that night or something? Like
sure.
We spent the day and all of our we spent time doing our downtime or whatever and buying things and visiting people or whatever, and then we're all back at the house. Cool. So we're all like sitting around this, I assume, fancy table.
Fancy, yeah. There's a big slab of roast beast in the middle with like veggies all around it. Yeah.
We're all sitting around?
Yeah, why not? I mean, unless Mal, you want to do this.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you don't want to be eating dinner.
Yeah, I guess if you aren't here eating dinner, then you don't have to be. But I wanted to. I know everybody else wanted to be here when we had that too. So
I'll eat and I'll thank our host for the lovely meal.
Glad to do it.
That's kale, by the way.
I love it. Delicious.
It's green. It's like the ones here, but it's a little more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Pungent.
You can't tell I hate it.
It's got a little more to it than some of the greens here.
Yeah.
Aunt,
Yes.
Today, when we were heading back from here to have our things collected, we were accosted by some guards.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is everything all right?
Yes. You'll notice, Wilhelm is not here.
I did notice that.
Apparently, his name is actually Helmut, and he is the son of the Count-elect, or the
Elector Count is what they're called. Yeah.
The Elector Count of Nuln.
Oh.
And so we escorted them back to return him to his parents. His mother was here, and she we all discussed it with her, and she wishes that I officially take him as my squire.
And yet he is not here.
Correct.
Why is that?
I did not want to.
And why is that?
I don't want to bring someone with me that doesn't trust me to tell me the truth.
Fascinating. How did you meet Wilhelm or Helmut?
We found him in
Weisbrook.
Weisbrook. So I got some of the syllables right. We found him when we were heading back from here to Bogenhofen in Weisbrook when we stopped for supplies and such. When we met him there, he told us he was just an orphan. He was living on the streets and helped us with some things, and it came along with us. I assumed he was just a child that was going through some troubles and needed a way out of it.
So you took a child, non-noble, and pledged that they would become your squire. And when you found out they were a noble, running away from their heritage, you decided they should no longer be your squire. Yes?
Well, there was no official pledge. It was just...
You sat before me and said, I wish to take this Wilhelm on as my squire, and I said that would be good. Are you expecting there to be some sort of contractual obligation?
Well, I'm having a ceremony to become a knight.
Yes, to become a knight.
Well, I I assumed it wasn't official until I was a knight.
Here's what I will ask you, and in the end it is your decision. What is the purpose of being a squire?
To learn from your knight and
To learn what?
how to follow in their footsteps, become a knight yourself.
Yes, but what does it mean to be a knight? Don't dissemble.
Sorry. It's hard to explain in just a sentence.
Take your time. We're enjoying a dinner, and I'm sure your friends would love to hear what your concept of knighthood is.
Lorelai's eating like.
There is I had them make sure that they made bacon for our meals. So there is bacon there for
She's putting some into her pocket.
you. Love it. A knight is someone who they take a stand, they learn how to fight, how to carry themselves, how to do what others cannot in order to protect them and help those that need it and right wrongs in the world.
With virtue and honor and all
Right.
of that good stuff, yes?
Right. They embody values like that to stand in the way of those that would harm others or do dishonorable things.
And this Wilhelm of yours stood with you when you were dismantling this cult in Bogenhofen.
He assisted in some portions.
She'll look around to the rest of you.
He was pivotal in some parts. And sometimes he got in the way, but he was one of us. We helped him.
Did you know how to be a knight when you first started learning how to be a knight?
No, that's the point.
Indeed, it is the point. Did you have flaws?
Everyone has flaws,
Would you say you still have flaws?
of course.
And yet you would turn your back on a pledge because of one flaw from another person?
It's not just
You are insulted that he chose not to tell you the truth.
No. People lie. People do things like that. It's fine. I know that. To me, I got this. The way that I understood when I was working with him, training, becoming my squire presented itself to him, and he took it. If a very impressive scholar had showed up and been the one to ask him for help in Weissbrook, I don't know that he wouldn't have just said, I want to be a scholar now because of them.
So you believe it was a relationship of opportunity for the young man?
Yes.
Is this something you all agreed upon? That he was using you as a way to escape where he was?
We're all running from something.
Indeed.
Sometimes it's from ourselves. And for Mal, I think Wilhelm looks too much like a mirror.
Wilhelmina,
Yes.
quiet as you are, I'm interested in your thoughts.
I was against Wilhelm since the start. I wanted to throw him in the river. However, he's proven to be useful, very useful. And I think he genuinely wanted to please Mal. He may have come out with the truth eventually. I don't think there's much. I don't think there was malicious intent in him not telling us. He should have been forthright.
Indeed, you should have.
And I see the political advantages of taking him with us. For you and for your niece.
Indeed.
I suggest we do, but I'm not forcing Mal into anything she doesn't want to do, but if she chooses not to take him, I think she's doing herself a disservice.
And I agree, but I also agree that in the end, it is a knight's choice who they squire, and if you believe that the Wilhelm you knew is not the Helmut who has revealed themselves to you, then you should not take them on as a squire. But if you believe that the talent that you saw that made you want to raise up a street urchin to nobility is still there in the helmet that you saw, then perhaps pride goeth before the fall. It would, of course, be politically advantageous for us, but no lord within Ulthuan can tell a knight who to squire, and therefore I have no power to do so. I can only give you my best thoughts.
If I'm going to take someone on and guide them and teach them what I know and set them upon this path, I want to feel that inside and know that that's the right thing I need to do. I don't.
What does that mean?
It's not a logical thing. It's an emotional thing.
It's fascinating.
I don't have that feeling.
If that is the way you wish to choose, so be it.
Lorelai, you're eating a lot of bacon. Have you tried the carrots?
I'm waiting until I got all the bacon grease on them.
You are so weird. just out loud in the middle of the table.
But that'll ruin any of the nutritional value.
Yes. Keep in mind, you're talking to a 16-year-old.
I know. All right then.
Yeah, I'm 19. You're the oldest one here, Mal.
Well, yes, but still.
Are you telling me?
I'm going to try to steal some bacon off of Roland's plate.
It's from his plate that I took it from, so or her plate, so. Yeah. So you've never, Mal, you've never fibbed, told a lie, ran from something in your past before, ever?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You've
Sorry,
never,
what?
you've never told a lie. You've never ran from something in your past before. You've never had something catch up with you that it eventually just got out there in the wind. You're saying that there was never an instance in your life that you've lived your life in such utter honesty that nothing is going to come around to bite you in the ass?
I didn't say that.
Then why aren't you willing to give Helmut that chance? I'm sure you fucked up and he's fucked up. So why aren't you willing to be the better person and give him another try? The kid worships you. Imagine the impact you're going to have, for good or for bad.
And he's been useful. And he's proven himself to you, to all of us. And you're willing to just throw that aside because, oh, his name is Helmut? It's still Wilhelm. It's not a different person.
Helm is in both.
Oh, well, in that
That's
case.
coming from Wilhelmina.
Right. I didn't know one of the rules was that your name had to have Helm in it. But now that I know that.
It works for knights.
Tink, 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 tink.
In the stories that we had growing up, I don't know if Wilhelmina can vouch, we were also told that knights were virtuous, graceful, forgiving, and humble.
Helm. You guys can't tell, but I have a shield over my head right now.
Oh.
It's my helmet. Yeah. There we go. Done, sorry.
They were all of those things. And right now, maybe that's not the truth. And you know what? I can actually tell you, no, it's not true. But whatever we fought together, and all of the shit we've been in, through hell and back, Mao, I didn't see it all the time. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't see it right now. But I know the potential for you to be that is there. That's what I see when we travel together. And I am honored right now to call you my friend. But right now, all I see is another knight who's not living up to the stories that I grew up with. And he'll get up and he'll walk away. Oh, he'll be like, if you'll excuse me. To the
Of course.
aunt. And he'll get up and he'll walk away.
Gonna watch him. And then grab his plate and shovel the bacon off on mine.
I want to reach out and slap her hand, but I won't because I'm pretty sure I'd lose it.
You know, I didn't like him when we first met, but I like him now.
He grows on you like mold.
Like goblin spores.
Oh, yeah, we don't have the spores anymore now.
Nope, those are at the shrine.
Thank you. Jeez. I was terrified of those.
I did.
I was just doing like
I
a
didn't
time
have to
bomb.
weaponize those.
Yeah. Mal's just going to keep eating.
All right, so is there anything else? Any other words to be said during this dinner? And then it will close. And at the end of the week, you have to go give the Electrocount your answer.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else coming, or?
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Roland will stay behind.
Annoyed.
Does Lorelai want to come? Or
Lorelai's not going to go.
okay.
Lorelai has feelings.
Lorelai, I need help with the ship. Come with me.
During the rest of the week, you will continue doing the downtime activities that we outlined,
Sure.
Along with preparing for your knighthood ceremony. And then at the appointed time, you make your way back down to that rented noble's home down the street where you are let in. Taken up to that same study, and you wait for about 10 minutes. And then the Electrocount comes in and sits down. and goes, so, it's been a week. I hope you're doing
It has.
well.
Thank you. You as well.
Miss Wilhelmina,
Madam.
is your answer still the same?
It is.
So be it. And she'll get up and walk directly out of the room.
Good to know that even knights can be petulant children. And I'll get up and I'll walk out.
Okay. Stand and walk too.
And the rest of the 2 weeks until your investiture ceremony will pass uneventfully. How does that go down?
I want to, at some point, go up to Roland. Roland, you are a person of these rivers, yes?
You can say that.
I have a very serious question for you.
I may have a very serious answer.
Do you know if fish can be made into bacon?
Jerky, not bacon.
Will you teach me how to fish? I would like to try this. Also, I may have broken Throg.
I can. And I'll teach her how to fish.
Okay.
And it's a lot of like, no, stop. Just, you got to stay still. It's patience. It's patient. No, don't stop it. Reel it back in. No, okay, no. It's a patient activity.
Every now and then.
Stop bouncing up and down.
Every now and then, when she gets frustrated, she'll just take out her dagger and stab it in the ground as a sign.
No,
that she's
what are you
irritated.
doing? That ruins the fish. It's impressive. Ruins it. You gotta let them catch it. And this will go on.
Yeah. Yep. That tracks. Okay. So Mal, how does your investiture ceremony go down?
I think it's very small. She definitely doesn't want to make like a huge thing out of it. Yeah, just like I assume her aunt has to be there to be the one that does it.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the group's invited. In character, I would have like sent invites to like Gloria and stuff, but I know that can't happen. So, but yeah, just that the group and probably her aunt are probably the only ones that she would have there. She doesn't really know anyone else in Altdorf, so
I'll go.
Okay. Lorelei Wilhelmina.
Lorelei will go and she'll be wearing her full chainmail and leather jack and her red and black sash. Trying to look as official as possible.
Cool. Wilhelmina.
I'll go. Be dressed up, do the whole thing that you're required to be, but just not look happy.
Okay.
Disappointed.
ceremony-
I'm disappointed.
Deeply. In fact, everybody probably looks a little disappointed right now. I loved Helmut. Wilhelm. It's okay. That's how stories go. So, in a simple
10 minutes, we'll come
ceremony,
up with another one.
in the back garden of your aunt's hold, you are asked to come forth and kneel. Naldiaf Moonsong. You have shown exceptional bravery. You have shown a willingness to give life and limb for others not even elven. You have proven one of the most important qualities of a knight. Martial prowess undoubted. And for these reasons, I am proud to invest you as Lady Maldiafin Moonsong. And yet it comes with a warning. I believe you have failed a core test of knighthood. And while that does not disqualify you, given your other achievements, know that this is not a cloudless day.
Now I just picture the camera being up here, like seeing that, and in the background we see Lorelai. Like, wait, what?
To honor one's word, to show forgiveness, to work for the betterment of one's house. These too are important qualities in a knight, and as you move forward, I hope you keep them in mind. They are important lessons. Your choices are your own, and your consequences are your own. Excuse me. I don't know if that really sucks. And it saddens me that you choose to walk alone. But no doubt, this day, you become Lady Maldiaf in Moonsong, Knight of the Silver Helm. Congratulations.
As we're clapping into the celebration, I kind of lean over to Wilhelmina and be like, she's certainly beginning to act like a lady.
There will be a small reception
right?
inside. That sneeze actually hurt. Ow.
I kind of want to whisper into Roland and say, I'm pretty sure I'm in love with her aunt, though. Jesus.
No fucking hell, right? Jesus.
Lorelai's very confused.
Damn. And there will be a small reception after. Yeah. And then otherwise, if there's any scenes you want to play out during that time, you should feel free.
I did want to ask a few of the other people from Ulthawan here.
The lady and Mal.
They're the only people?
And their retinue. Yeah, so there's probably some servants and some functionaries and stuff.
Well, then I'll ask her lady because she is a trade representative, right?
Yeah, indeed.
I did want to ask about the Dark Elf Reavers on the eastern side of Ulthawan.
Yes.
Just to gain some more information about that. Is everything all right? What's going on?
I mean, it never is with the Dark Elves. There is apparently a new captain among their pirate cadres. I don't know their name, but they have organized the Reavers to a far higher degree than we're used to, and so we're having to adapt our tactics.
Interesting. Is this affecting trade with Ulthawan at all?
Indeed, yes. Many more ships are being raided. Some are being put to the torch, some are being captured.
Hopefully this doesn't affect our trip to Araby. I imagine it might, but...
It may. We'll stay close to the coast.
Well, we'll take wherever the sea and the wind takes us.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Of course.
That's it.
Any other scenes we'd like to play out at the reception?
I just want Lorelai to be, because we went to the study before, and that's where she was just seeing all the books.
Yeah.
I want her to go in there and just take down books and see if she can. She can't read, but she's going to try anyway.
Okay. Yeah. You just stare at her real hard.
Yeah, it's literally just leaping through the pages to see if there's pictures.
Some of them have pictures, yeah. Like, there's one with a bunch of drawings of different plants. There's one with a bunch of drawing of a bunch of insects and stuff. There's one with some maps. Yeah.
That's how she's going to spend her night, because she has some regrets in life, and so she's just going to look at the books.
Aw, okay.
If I see that, I think I'd probably offer to teach her, but otherwise I'm not spending any time in the house. I'm out and about in the town and probably at a library if I can find it, or just in a bar or sitting in a courtyard somewhere, just people watching.
For sure.
Just characteristics and stuff like that, just picking up on what I can.
Roland and Mal, what are you guys doing?
Is it just us, like the group and my aunt that are kind of just back in the house for like
Yeah.
punch and pie thing, or
Yes. Yeah.
okay. I think Mal is just kind of gotten a glass of whatever and is just there.
Okay.
Cersei Lannister. I choose violence.
All right. So then otherwise the night will end uneventfully. And you are one day out from leaving on the Dorian Marie to hit the high seas and head to Araby. Do you have any final business you'd like to take care of?
Do I have my... So I have my plate armor and helm now?
You do, indeed.
Okay. Got it. I will mark that stuff.
Sweet.
I would like, right before we set off,
Yes.
to give an offering to Manon.
Manan.
Manon. Yeah.
Okay.
The god
That's
of
the actual prayer.
grant us safe passage, and if we're attacked, swift swords.
What sort of offering?
Oh, probably the best fish he could catch while he was teaching Lorelei. But
Nice.
something fitting with the god of the sea, as I read in the Warhammer
Yeah.
book. So, let's see, what do I have? Fish.
Sure.
Fish.
You spend a little while out on the docks, and you catch a swordfish. It is a swift, a fish both swift and violent.
Oh yeah, those things are fucking. Oh, okay. I reel it in. I imagine this is when I'm like teaching Lorelei. She's just like, "Did you get something?" I'm like, "Yeah, shut the fuck up and help me." And I'll take it to Manon. Offer it. That's a hell of a catch. Yeah. Sure.
Feel free to. You will have one free reverse on a set of dice during the travel to Kofur. As long as you are on water, you will once get to reverse
Okay.
a dice roll.
Cool. Yeah, once so Mal gets her stuff and make sure it's all good, and then I think she just she tells whoever's at the house just like that she's gonna go have some alone time just to kind of collect herself before the journey, kind of think back on the stuff that's happened. And then she's going to go do things that would please authority.
Excellent. You are also pleased while doing
Alone
things that please authority. The pleasure is mutual.
Very good. Very good.
Indeed. Okay. So, on the morning of the final day in Altdorf, you board the Dorian Marie.
Roll initiative. Oh, sorry.
Roll initiative now.
Damn it.
And without any hitch or impact, the sails come down on the ship. It turns upriver. The Reich is broad here, almost a mile long or a mile wide, and very deep, can carry multiple heavy sailing ships through it at a time. And you make your way north along the River Reich, across rolling hill and field. On either side, there are small towns that dot the path. The river is teeming with life, both created by human and other, and of a more natural kind. 4 days later, you make your way to Marienburg, your first port of call. Marienburg is a free city. It is part of No Country, and is its own port of trade on the mouth of the Great Ocean. Here you turn west after one night in port. Far out to sea. and begin to make your way across the north coast of Britannia. Is that right? Yeah, Britannia, right?
If you're going south, yeah.
I don't know why I just blanked on it. Yeah, Britonia, indeed. Traveling around the coast and beginning to make your way down into the notably more dangerous waters that are between Ulthuan and Britonia, and between Ulthuan and Araby. And because I have another viewing for a new apartment today, this is where we're going to have to close it. As I continue my search for new housing, which is an adventure all of its own. But thank you guys. I know it was a short session. I'm sorry. I have to go do home stuff. I actually just got the text message over break that we'd have to wrap early, and this seems like a good natural stopping point.
Sure.
So it is well.
Everybody's bitter with Mal.
And everybody's super grumpy with Mal.
We can't blame her. It's the Dark Elf goddess's fault.
Sure.
It is.
Oh, goddess's fault.
The one that wanted a human convert.
Yeah. We love Lily. We hate Mal.
I'm very surprised. I did not think that's how that was going to go.
I was very tempted because I do have the Squire background and went into Vampire Hunter. I was going to go back into Night and go and pick up Wilhelm as my Squire.
That would have been hilarious. Yeah.
Just two teenagers discovering their knighthood together.
He's like 3 years younger than me.
It's probably for the best. Anyway.
Sweet. All right, let's go around and do thoughts on the day and shout outs for where we can find you. We'll start with Rain.
I am Rain Hayes. You can find me on Twitter at Rain Ghost, surrounded by X's, and also on DM's Guild under Rain Hayes. Yeah, today was... Lorelai really likes bacon.
I've noticed.
That's basically my
fair.
conclusion for
Yeah.
the day.
We all do.
Yeah,
Round.
that was a lot.
Lily.
Hi everybody, I'm Lily. I'm Lily Pad Nebula on all the stuff. I'm here Sunday making the party hate me. Yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to Araby, seeing what that's going to be all about.
Me too. No one hates you.
Yeah.
They're just grumpy with Mal.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing.
Don't really hate Mal, just kind of grumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
they're
not
grumpy.
mad. We're just disappointed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kayla.
I am Kayla, someone Miss Misery. You can see my thingy down below. Follow me on Twitter. I'm in several games a week, and I post about them there.
Soul.
I am Solomon. You can find me on Soulbear RPG here on the Twitch, and you can also follow me on Twitter on both accounts for that. I was actually cool with whatever Mal decided. Roland wasn't, but I think that's going to lead for interesting role play further down the road.
Agree.
They're still Roland still sees Mal as friends, but it's interesting because I was going down that route for him. Like, would he even show up to the ceremony? And then I was just, yeah, he would. They're still friends. Like, yeah, you talk shit about your friends all the time, and you call them out, and they're bullshit. That's what you do.
Give us a week. We'll find another kid.
Yeah, exactly. We'll kidnap him.
Find me a kid that I like, and we'll do it.
This one will be a
Damn.
gnome.
All right, and yeah,
Oh my God.
I'm excited to sail the seas. We'll come
All right.
privateers and pirates.
Yar me matey.
All right.
Okay, and last but not least, me. Hi, I'm Throck, also known as Throck Plays, also known as Sean. You can find me on the tweeters at Throck Plays, co-founder here at Welcome to the Party, where we work to bring you inclusive and equitable role-playing while we teach people how to stream and give them a place to do it. So if you like that sort of stuff, join us on the Discord. There's a link down below. And if you want to support us, you can check out our merch because it's amazing. At So Nerdware, there's a link for that down below too, and you can get 10% off by using the code WELCOME, and join us on Patreon, where we are funding or working we're almost to our first goal, to be able to fund amazing artists to showcase their work here on the channel. So we're super excited about that. So if you want to support us in our attempt to turn the channel into PBS for RPGs by underwriting amazing writers and artists around the internet sphere, join us on Patreon. And with that, we're going to go find someone to raid, and I believe it will be Midgardia. They are an amazing member of the community and do a bunch of stuff on their own channel as well. So yeah, they're playing right now. So we're gonna go raid Midgardia, who are doing some, I don't even know. It's D&D. I just don't know. I don't immediately know what map that is.
Is that an owlbear?
Midgardia. I'm sorry, is that an owlbear? Oh, I just spelled it wrong the first time. All right. So we love you all so much. Thank you for hanging out on a Sunday afternoon to watch some Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. And we're going to be out. Everybody wave and say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Let me see. I got to look at the channel pictures. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're good. All right. And we're out.
Okay.